Hello, this is my quick review of the Star Wars Storyboards, the original Trilogy book. This came out in 2014 in May. You can see it's a fairly sizable book. It's hardcover with a dust jacket. This is what it looks like. There's apparently a companion volume done for the prequel trilogy. I'll pull off the dust jacket here so we can see what the cover looks like. I didn't get that volume. I'm not really a prequels person, so I don't know what it looks like. But so it looks pretty nice, even with the dust jacket off. Well, what this is a compilation of actual storyboards, supposedly every storyboard used in the production of the film. And so it's done by several artists. You can see here the list of artists. I don't know a number of these, but you should recognize Joe Johnston, Ralph McQuarrie, and Nyla Rodas Jamero. Some of the ones that I didn't recognize, this Alex Tavoularis, for example, is one of the ones at the beginning of the Star Wars section. So there's a little bit of a foreword here by, I believe, Johnston and Rodas Jamero, and then Rinzler, who's sort of the archivist for Lucasfilm now, and then we just get right into the storyboards. So this is the Tavoularis guy, and this reflects an early version of the script, which did not make it to screen. Those of you who've been reading the Rinzler edited Star Wars comic series might know this. This is some of the old stuff, so you can see, for example, 3PO and R2 look pretty weird. And I don't care for this style at all. It's also got really weird violent imagery that didn't make it into the film. But I just don't like this guy's designs. I think his Vader looks really goofy, like some kind of cross between an elephant man and a mouse or something. So these are actually just really unappealing. It doesn't have the kind of cool wow factor that the McQuarrie versions of these characters do. A few pages in, you switch to Johnston's drawings, which are more recognizable and familiar. That's clearly a Johnston. But there's minimal text, and it's really just a lot of these drawings. I know that that's what this is called, and that's what I signed up for. I'm still very disappointed in the book. I thought there would be more explanation. You know, occasionally there are some of these things, but I just wanted more of that. Especially as you get into Empire, it becomes a bit plainer. There are some color ones that are nice, but I feel like most of these were never really meant to be seen by anybody other than the production crew, and so they're not really actually all that artistically interesting. And those which are have been reproduced elsewhere, because some of these have been seen in places like the Star Wars sketchbook, the original Art of Star Wars, and so on. And so I just feel like this is a little bit unnecessary. I know a lot of people will probably disagree with that, and there's a fan favorite character there. But I just feel like this doesn't add that much to the Star Wars universe. You can see my review of the Star Wars Frames book, which I ultimately decided was something along the same lines. I sold my copy because I didn't think it added anything to my understanding of the Star Wars universe, really. So in a similar way, I think this is just a little unnecessary. It's nice to get more original trilogy stuff, and I guess if you're a completist and an archivist yourself, this is something you want. Personally, I'm not keeping this. I don't think it's worth having on my shelf, because I don't think I'll ever flip through it again. But I wanted to share it with you and let you guys get an idea and decide for yourself. I feel like if you have the sketchbook, you have the original Art of Star Wars, Art of Empire, Art of Jedi, you don't need this. Just my 2 cents. Alright, thanks for looking. See you next time.